Well, folks, now that Donald Trump's second defamation trial has resulted in a massive judgment against him, $83 million, the jury ordered Donald Trump to pay E. Jean Carroll. He, and of course his lawyer Alina Habba, have vowed to appeal this decision, as well as the first trial where Donald Trump was ordered to pay $5 million. The problem, according to legal experts, is that there's no appeal here. Now, before I read you what one lawyer has to say about why there is no appeal, let me explain something so that everybody's clear. When you're involved in a lawsuit, okay, you go to court. Well, first, before that, you go through the discovery process, you file your motions, your briefs, all that stuff. You go to trial commences, jury makes the decision, verdict gets handed down. If you don't like that verdict, right, what do? You appeal. But you can't just appeal because you don't like the verdict. That's not how the justice system works. I know a lot of people think that that's just what happens because we see it happen all the time. But in an appeal, you have to say that something went wrong, something bad happened. Something was mischaracterized or misconstrued, or there was a problem with the judge, there was a problem with the jury. You can't just say, I don't like it, I'm going to appeal it. Not how it works. And that's what is going to doom Donald Trump in his attempt to appeal it. And it all goes back, as it so often does, to Alina Habba's incompetence. Here is what attorney Brian Manookian had to say about this. Let me ruin the suspense for everyone. Trump doesn't have an appeal. I know the talking heads on TV who have never tried a case or appealed a jury verdict have to mention it. Here's why it isn't going to fly. You have to preserve a reversible error at the trial level. This is why you hire competent counsel. You need someone who actually knows the rules of evidence and procedure. Alina Habba had no clue what was occurring throughout the trial. She not only failed to preserve any remote grounds for appeal like a moron, she repeatedly and unintentionally waived them over and over. For example, she kept saying no objection as exhibits were entered into evidence. It appeared to me that she was saying that because that's something she had heard real lawyers say before. Unfortunately for Mr. Trump, what she was doing over and over was waiving his ability to appeal over those evidentiary issues because she is a moron who would rather play lawyer than do the research to be a lawyer. And because people have asked me in the past, no, there is no such thing as an incompetent counsel defense in civil cases. That's for criminal matters. Take this verdict to the bank. So, as I mentioned, in order to appeal it, you have to be able to say that something screwy happened. And a lot of times that does have to do with evidence. But Alina Habba, as Mr. Manookian points out here, she approved and did not object to any piece of evidence that was introduced against Donald Trump. Every single one she agreed to. Therefore, on an evidentiary basis, you can't appeal. I mean, you can appeal it, but it's not ever going to be heard by a court. They're going to look at it. They're going to look at what she previously did, and they're going to say, no, you do not have a case. We're not going to take your appeal. So Trump thinks he can drag this out and deny E. Jean Carroll that money that he owes her now, but he's not going to be able to do it. And he's not going to be able to do it because he hired incompetent counsel because he likes the way Alina Habba acts on TV. He likes to parade her around at events that he goes to, whether it's his New Hampshire victory party, UFC fights, or down at Mar-a-Lago on New Year's Eve. He likes to have Alina Habba close by. Well, guess what? It just cost you $83 million, and there's nothing you can do to avoid paying that. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.